Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Billy TKO. If you guys are new here, definitely be sure to like, subscribe. Also, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Discord, all linked down below. Guys, today we're going to be strictly talking about NXT because last night's episode of NXT debuting on the CW, well, it was something special. So, let's just go hop right into the video. All right, guys. Yes, last night, a lot of things happened. Number one, let's just start here. NXT looked like a PLE last night. They went on, they traveled to Chicago, Illinois, and my word, did they deliver. Now, last night we seen a little bit of a change from NXT. One of those biggest changes was the logo, which they had revealed earlier in the day. That logo design is now black and silver. Now, we all know NXT for being what? Black and gold. But this is a new era of NXT. This is Shawn Michaels' era of NXT. It's not Vincent Bruce's. It's not Triple H's. It is strictly just Shawn. So Shawn is creating his own design here. And ultimately, when the show started, guess who kicked off the show? No other than Shawn Michaels. And then to follow that, we had Triple H come out. It's so funny seeing these guys run pro wrestling, run the WWE, because they both came out. They did the "Are You Ready" chants, and it was just a beautiful thing. And prior to that, we've seen the new design of the new NXT Women's Championship and Men's Championship. It was like a titanium color, black and titanium. It was just chef's kiss. It reminded me of a lot of grunge, if I could speak so highly about it. The grunge behind it is just very rock and roll-esque. Excuse me, very rock and roll-esque, and everything that I personally want out of a championship. Okay, so we see the new championships. They look great. Some people feel some way about them. Some people like the old designs. Some people like these designs. I personally am a bigger fan of these designs, as I think this is going to signify a big difference in NXT. So let's move on to the beginning match, and that's Roxanne Perez versus Julia, and the match was outstanding. They delivered for sure, and we seen the return of Cora Jade, so that was a really big deal coming into this. You know, we knew Stephanie Vaquer was on the horizon. Now it looks like Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez are back to being friends like they were supposed to be. Hopefully we'll get that feud later down the line because we know it's a feud that we all want to see. So that happened. After that, we had Wesley and Zachary Wentz, and Wesley finally got his victory. And I don't know what there is left for Wesley to do, but I do think it is time for Wes to go on to fight for the NXT Championship, which we'll get into later down the line on why I think that. So we had Wesley picking up the victory against Zachary Wentz. Where Zachary goes from here, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, we know him and the Rascals are going to continue to do their thing, at least for the time being, in TNA. And not sure how long this will stretch with TNA, but seems to work right now. Seems to work. Hopefully, we find some new feuds for Zachary Wentz in NXT because he is killing it there, and that story that he just told with Wesley should not go unnoticed. Okay. So then, I want to just kind of hop into the main event. I know I'm skipping over two other matches. I want to hop into that main event, and in that main event, it was Trick Williams taking on Ethan Page with CM Punk as the special guest referee. Now, CM Punk as the ref was just a little tidbit to Chicago. You know, he didn't really have a reason for being there except for the fact that he loves the up-and-coming talent. It was funny because earlier in the day they had Brian Pillman, or what's his name? God, I'm having a brain fart here. But Brian Pillman walk up to CM Punk and ask him for advice. Lexus King, that's his name. Adam asked CM Punk for advice, which I thought was just an hilarious tidbit. And then yesterday they announced that they were filing the trademark for Yes, 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 which is Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan's chant. Oh, Tony, you should have let him sign the Lucha Bros. Sorry. So we had the main event. Ethan Page came in as the champion. And Ethan Page has been a great NXT champion. I want to make that clear. You know, especially with the ending of an era with that NXT. He did great with it. Happy. I'm excited to see how grungy they may look going once they station eyes at the Performance Center. I'm interested to see. Ethan Page and Trick Williams, they put on a great match. We see some shenanigans. We've seen Ethan Page fall on Trick Williams, which, if you guys don't remember, is how Ethan Page won the title, probably in like the most heel fashion of all time, where he just falls and then gets the pin like he wasn't supposed to. They absolutely tore the house down. It was a great 20-minute match. The CW did not allow any overruns, which I thought was pretty interesting. They did not allow any overruns. They stopped at 10 o'clock, which, as you guys know, the USA Network on Tuesdays would normally allow like a 5-minute overrun. It would happen quite often. Excuse me. It would happen quite often with an overrun. But they cut it directly 10 o'clock. Trick Williams is your new NXT championship, and there's a lot of stories to tell. I think Trick is the right guy for the job. I think he's just hotter than hot right now. He's killing it. There's like no other way to describe it. The guy is one of the biggest baby faces in the company. Ethan Page looked CM Punk in the eye and gave Trick a GTS to go to sleep. But Punk, after the match, hit Ethan Page with the go to sleep, which this could be a future feud down the line. CM Punk, Ethan Page. I know Punk is going to want to work with guys like Ethan Page later down the line. So I think this is just a little hint at what we could be seeing later on in the future. But Trick Williams gets the win. He's your new NXT champion. He's going to lead you into the CW era, which next week we'll see Javon Evans taking on Randy Orton. That'll be amazing. There was a promo prior to the Trick Williams and Ethan Page match where those two just talked. You know, Randy pretty much said, like, hey, this could be your opportunity, but I'm going to try to give you a highlight reel RKO. And Javon Evans was like, sometimes the legends have to go down, which is kind of funny because that was Randy Orton's thing. And then another thing to talk about, and this will probably be the last thing that I talk about, is Ricky Starks. I know there was a lot of rumors. Everybody had speculated, like, oh, Ricky's going to show up. He had some weird contract issues. But he did not show up on the CW. I was actually looking forward to the possibility of him showing up, just considering the fact that, you know, they're killing it in the women's division. They could still use a little bit of oomph in that men's division, especially when it comes to, like, stars and things of that nature. I think Ricky Starks fits that build. So whether he comes to the WWE, NXT, wherever he goes, stays with AEW, that guy is going to be a star. I would love to see him on this new CW version of NXT. I think it fits him very well, and he could come in and instantly look like the top guy overall. So if you ask me, that's a great feud for Trick Williams. There was another person that I talked about earlier, and that's Wes Lee. I think Wes Lee, with him being a heel now, things of that nature, he can go on and fight for the NXT championship. A great match with Trick Williams. But yeah, that's all I got. I do believe that NXT has fully changed forever. I do believe that this is a new era of NXT. It's exciting. But other than that, that is all I got for you guys today. My name's Billy TKO. If you would like, definitely be sure to like, subscribe. On top of that, I have Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Discord, all linked down below for you guys to come be a part of the family. Guys, that is it. I'll be talking to you later. Peace.